So a little update as to what is happening right now. We're mildly panicking, but we're in a safe place. We were on the ship this morning. To sum everything up, we were on the ship this morning, and then we found out right before we were supposed to leave for our tour to the Valley of the Kings, which was like the highlight of the whole thing. They basically told us they're locking down all of the cruise ships, and all of the cruise ships were tied together, essentially in Luxor. As it progressed, it kind of got a little more scary, and everything just kind of sunk in. Everything just kind of sunk in, and it was like the realization of like, you hear all these like quarantine coronavirus patients around the world, and it was like happening to us slowly. Like it was just kind of falling on us. Like the door was literally like closing. We could see it closing, but we couldn't get out. Just kind of a scary way to put it, but that was the most real way to put it. And it's really scary, and I know that we're all fine. But I think right now we just need to either get out of Egypt or get to Cairo.
He was serious. When he got us off the boat, he was like, go. We all had a plan on where.
Like 3 checkpoints to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they were speaking Arabic because they weren't going to let us off, but they wrote it, our license plate down and his information down, and
that was really intense.
We are Sam and Nick Simpson, and welcome to Sims on the Go. Prior to the pandemic, we were traveling the world full time. A dream come true after saving and preparing for this journey for 10 years. We covered 17 countries across 4 continents in just 4.5 short months. When the pandemic hit, we were sailing the Nile in Egypt, visiting incredible temples, eating delicious Egyptian food, and learning history that blew our minds. Just as we were about to deboard the ship for our last excursion in Luxor on March 9th, 2020, the pandemic hit Egypt in a very abrupt and scary way. A cruise ship on the Nile, same route as us, but 2 days before, was quarantined after finding several dozens of cases of coronavirus on board. We were told that there was a high chance that we were either going to get coronavirus or would be quarantined on the ship for the foreseeable future, at least 14 days. We had only been in Egypt for 5 days on this journey before we had to change all of our plans and leave as quickly as possible. We had heard all neighboring countries were quickly shutting their borders to Egyptian flights, and we were told that all city and country borders within Egypt would be closed, not allowing any car, train, or air travel. Safe to say, this was one of the hardest, most draining, and scariest days of our travels we've ever had.
So we just got back to the boat, and we are going to wake up for another early day tomorrow. And tomorrow we head to Valley of the Kings. So we finally get to see some mummified bodies, hopefully, some cool tombs, and some pharaohs. See you tomorrow.
So slight change of plans. We were just told that we might not be able to get off the boat today because of the coronavirus. There was a boat that was recently quarantined from Aswan to Luxor for about 43 cases of coronavirus, and that happened 2 days ago. So the same timing as our cruise. So our guide this morning told us that the Ministry of Health is going to have to check all of these boats that we're on. It's about 7 ships deep. And they're gonna have to come through and check everyone. So there's a chance we're not gonna be able to get off the ship. You always think you're not gonna be impacted by something, but of course we're on a cruise ship from Aswan to Luxor, which is exactly what happened for the other cruise ship that was quarantined 2 days ago. So any news? Any news?
No. He just left though.
Meet our friends. These are our new friends, Dana and Matt. So we were told very vague information about how the ship, they weren't sure if we were going to go on the tours today or go right to the hotel or even be able to get off the ship. So this might be quarantine day number 1. We'll see. Yeah.
Can we get off the boat?
Until now, no. They said only the people that allow for them to go out, they go into the airport.
Okay.
Yeah. Even your hotel, I don't know if they're gonna allow for you to go to the hotels or not.
Ready, Nick?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't like you to stuck here, right? So the best way for us to go to the hotel,
Go to the hotel.
which is a flat,
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so our Airbnb.
Airbnb. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, you can tell me the place. That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh, this is scary. Ooh.
راح زياره وبعتنا عربيه بوكس تجيبه من الغرب والله هنوقف على العمل بتاعه ده اقرب لعم غرب
New York.
اقسم بالله نوقف على العمل
Back here, guys.
We got off. We got off.
We made it off the boat, which is important thing number 1.
okay?
That was so nerve-wracking. We're not doing the tour, but we got off the boat. And everyone was looking at us, but our tour guide was amazing, so thank goodness we're not quarantined on that. That could have been many, many days. But it doesn't look like we're going to Valley of the Kings today. Apparently they've closed down all of the temples in Egypt, or at least in Luxor, since the boat that was quarantined came to Luxor. So onto the Airbnb, which our tour guide contacted the Airbnb host, got it all organized and figured out. We're making our way there, and then we're gonna have to figure it out. I'm pretty sure we would be quarantined for several days. What do you think?
100%.
Wow. Oh.
Maybe do like a reality TV show version.
Yes.
Day 10.
Day 10.
Do you remember how much you all paid last year? I have it.
So a little update as to what is happening right now. We're trying to figure out what to do. We don't really know what to do, but we're off the ship, which is a great thing. We're in a safe place. We're self-quarantined, so we don't have to deal with anyone. And that's kind of where we're at right now. It's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie, but I think right now we just need to either get out of Egypt or get to Cairo. So I think Luxor may be the worst place to be at the moment. And they're actually checking all international hotels, the people that have to leave. All the international hotels are checking people on the way out. So luckily we're in a place that's kind of safe. We just don't know what to do. So we're trying to like calm down a little bit, figure out where we're gonna go, what we're gonna do. But that's what's happening right now. So I just want to keep you updated on what's happening. It's a little scary. It's just such a real thing that we didn't think that would actually happen to us, but it's happening.
So every hour that we're here, we keep getting alerts that local countries are starting to close their borders for people that are arriving from Egypt. That at this point, all of these countries are closing their borders for us. We gotta get out.
Okay, so a little update of what's happening. Everyone is trying to get on any flight possible. So I'm really lucky that we're even able to get on this flight, hopefully. Another update. So none of us got on our flight.
But we do know we're not going to the Valley of the Kings, so I guess we have to come back to Egypt. There's a chance we're not going to the pyramids either. So the two main things in Egypt. But you know what? You got to keep a light heart about it, right?
Right.
Right. Happy 30th birthday.
I said I'm gonna laugh when I have to fly directly home after this trip, and we came all the way to Egypt to not see the pyramids.
Oh no.
Or the Valley of the Kings.
Or the Valley of the Kings, like the two main things in Egypt.